Welcome back to the Big Show. Rick Pizzo now joined by Autumn Johnson to recap what was truly a super Sunday of Big Ten women's basketball. We start with a ranked v. ranked matchup. One of the best teams in the country, UCLA, hosting Maryland. First quarter, Terps down 8. Oluchi Akanawa from behind the arc. Oluchi had 25, but UCLA had a little bit of everything to answer. Charlize Ledger-Walker nearly messed around and got a triple-double. 17 points, 9 boards, 8 dimes. And then Lauren Betts didn't do a lot of scoring in this game. Sometimes she's sharing, this time to Gianna Kneepkens. Kneepkens had 16, Bruins up by a dozen, and more of that to come. Kiki Rice having a terrific year at the point to Gabriela Jaquez. Jaquez had 22 points on just 13 field goal attempts, and UCLA establishing its dominance inside the Big Ten. They win it by 30. This is a team in UCLA right now, Autumn, that is pulling away. When you look at the Big Ten, I think it's fair to say at this point, there's UCLA and there's everybody else.
Look, the rich just keeps getting richer with all of the new pieces that UCLA got. Last year, we were focused on the paint. This year, we got to spread it out to the perimeter because the balanced attack starts with Charlize Ledger-Walker, who had an incredible game, almost a triple-double, 17 points, 9 rebounds. But for me, it was the 8 assists, 31 assists overall for UCLA. Look, you got 2 point guards on the floor with Kiki Rice and also Charlize Ledger-Walker, who's coming over from Washington State. She's healthy now. She's back in the lineup to provide some calmness to the storm. You have 2 facilitators who can get the ball to a Lauren Betts, who can get the ball to your shooters and Gianna Kneepkens, and also Gabriela Jaquez, who had a phenomenal game as well, inside-out attack. You got to pick your poison with this team.
Role players like Angela Dugalich as well. Corey Close has so many options to go to. That's why UCLA is number 3 in the country and once again considered a favorite to get back to the Final Four. Another terrific top 25 showdown from Iowa City. Hawkeyes hosting Michigan State. Both these teams love to get up and down. That's a different definition of putting it up and throwing it down. Chit-chat right from half court before the first quarter buzzer. Hawkeyes up by 6 after 1. And then Hannah Stuelke runs the floor like very few, if any, bigs in the country. Stuelke had a game-high 22, but she wasn't the only Iowa big doing work down low. Ava Hayden had 20 as the Twin Towers dominating on the inside, especially first half with Grace Van Sluten in foul trouble. Van Sluten played most of the second, and Michigan State made a huge run. Van Sluten had 17. Michigan State makes it single digits, but Stuelke would not let it happen. Iowa wins it 75-68. Here's Hannah postgame with Brandon Van Lengen.
Hannah, this is a game against Michigan State. You ended their 9-game winning streak. It took some big plays inside from you and Ava early. What did you see that you were able to do inside to really, build that lead?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of skill inside. We're both really strong, really quick, and our teammates do a great job of feeding us and us for each other as well. We love playing with each other, and it works.
42 points combined between Hayden and Stuelke. And Jan Jensen has the luxury of playing them apart and giving them each a little bit of breather or putting them on the floor together. And it doesn't seem like the offense slows or bogs down in either one of those situations for the Hawkeyes.
And look, Hannah Stuelke, Ava Hayden, 2 different games, 2 different styles, but it makes a beautiful connection when you put it together in the front court. It is hard to stop because, again, you got to pick your poison. Hannah Stuelke is one of the quickest posts in the nation. And the way she seals and pins her defenders so she can get easy inside looks. But the vision, we don't talk about it enough. The high-low action, Ava Hayden just burying her defenders. And overall, the way Ava Hayden is having a breakout sophomore year, man, it is fun to watch. Again, the beautiful style that they have together, the confidence, the chemistry that we're seeing. This is a deadly attack, and when you have that bounce attack that spreads it out with your guards who can hit chit-chat right with the pull-up, the midi, the 3, you name it, the half-court shot today. This team is finding a groove and a confidence about themselves. Even at Addie Deal, who came in last game, she can't miss from 3 right now. The balance attack is exactly what you want to see from Jan Jensen and her squad at this point in the season.
Certainly made the case to be considered the second best team in the Big Ten right now, behind only the aforementioned UCLA Bruins. The game of the day took place up in Madison, Wisconsin hosting Oregon. Late in regulation, Kira Daniels, I'm not sure she calls bank Autumn, but it counts nonetheless. We are tied and we are going to overtime. Final seconds of the first overtime. Daniels gets it again, but this time she kicks it out to Destiny Howell, one of Howell's 10 made threes in a game. That's a single game Wisconsin record. We are going to double overtime in Madison. This time, Howell at the free throw line did all of her damage from three and the free throw line, scored 39 points without a 2-point bucket. Katie Fiso, no good at the buzzer. Wisconsin 94-92 in double OT. Shimmy Miller handling all the post-game reaction from Madtown.
I'm here with the star of the show and all her teammates. Is that right? Is that how we do it here in Wisconsin? When did you know that you were going to have a night like tonight?
When I woke up this morning. I went into a lot of deep prayer. I've kind of been in a slump. You know, just trusting my process, trusting God, and surrendering the outcome. You know, that's been the biggest thing today, just surrendering the outcome and trusting the process. And I feel like I've been too involved in what's gonna come out of it. And today I just surrendered, and I'm so glad that I did. God is good.
Absolutely love that confidence. I woke up knowing I would do this, knowing that she would score more points than any other player in the statistical era without a 2-point field goal. But she was absolutely unconscious from three. We watched this game together, and it was an absolute blast.
Yeah, it was. And I love the confidence that we heard from Destiny Howell. She remembered exactly who she is. A bucket, the pure definition of that. No basket was just good for Destiny Howell. The way she was able to just pour it in, 10 for 16 from deep. She was able to do this efficiently. The basket was massive. Anything she threw up, it was going in. The interception right here, she did it in multiple ways. She stepped into it, catch and shoot, off the rotation, exploiting those rotations, and just doing overall, knowing what she's capable of. A gem from the MEAC, now in the Big Ten. Destiny Howell's just been a hidden gem this entire time.
One of the games of the season by any Big Ten player, authored by Destiny Howell. Terrific game, perhaps closer than we expected between Northwestern and number 25 Illinois. Illini up by just one, under 2 minutes to play. Barry Wallace, have yourself a day. Finished with a career-high 29. The Illini extends its lead to 3 late. Final second, still a 3-point game. Northwestern with the ball and with a chance, but Caroline Lau's nearly half-court prayer goes unanswered as Illinois survives 74-71. The Illini now 15-3 on the season, a team that's not being talked about as much as the top of the league, but Shauna Green just continues to push all the right buttons. This is a really solid basketball squad.
Well, credit to Northwestern for really pushing the pace versus Illinois. I think Illinois does a great job getting downhill so they can get to the free throw line. 19 for 22 from the charity stripe. And Barry Wallace, she's one of my favorite players to watch right now because of her athleticism. She is a forward with guard-like skills, the way she can just body her way inside, get downhill, attack, finish around the rim, off one leg, 2 leg, you name it. She is so hard to guard, a mismatch nightmare with her size and just her ability to get off any shot that she wants as a 3-level scorer.
Yep, Illinois 15-4 overall, now 5-3 inside the Big Ten. Another game you saw right here on the Big Ten Network, taking us up to the Pacific Northwest. Washington at home against Minnesota. First quarter was all Gophers. Mara Braun knocks down her 3rd 3 of the first quarter. Braun had 18. Gophers would lead by 7. It would be their largest lead of the game, and that lead would evaporate thanks to Savia Sellers. So quick to the rack. Sellers had 23, but not just driving and scoring. She was shooting the lights out as well. Her 3rd triple of the game. Washington wins it 67-54 over Minnesota. No issues at all for USC at home against Purdue. Trojans already up by 12 in the second quarter. Malia Samuels in transition finds Kara Dunn. Dunn finished with a season-high 29 to the third quarter. USC in control. Tara Day turns it over. Samuels then finds Jazzy as Jazzy D adds 13 and 6, 15th straight game in double figures for the fantastic Frosh. And London Jones proves she can do more than just knock down threes. 15 points in 23 minutes off the bench. Trojans roll 83-57. Penn State Rutgers. Rutgers down 1 midway through the fourth. Lauren Swan drives, passes to Kayla Ivey, 3 of her 12, and Rutgers goes in front 65-63. Just a few minutes later, Scarlet Knights would salt this away. Nene Njai, 20 points, 6 rebounds. Rutgers picks up its first conference win of the season, 76-72. Up to the minute Big Ten standings, Iowa's win over Michigan State allows the Hawkeyes to keep pace with UCLA, both those teams at 7-0. Michigan and Ohio State at 6-1. Michigan State falls to 6-2. Illinois, Maryland, and Washington, the only other teams above 500 in league play as we start the week.